Hi, this is Harmonic Sonics, and I'm here to explain a little bit about what I've been doing here on Serum and also on the Cherry Audio PS-3300. So, I made some pretty far out sounds on the PS-3300 in the last couple months that I've had it. It's an amazing VST synth. I really, really like it. The full size reissue of the Korg, man. I wanted it, but I basically don't really have money for it, and the gear I have to trade wouldn't be enough to get it. Anyway, I've been having a lot of fun with this copy of it and with Serum and made some wavetables out of it using the FFT 2048, and I couldn't even believe this worked out, but it did. But this isn't the original one I made. This is one I did stuff to, and the one on the right, Oscillator 2, I did stuff to that. That's one thing I end up doing a lot with Serum. I take a sample of a sound that I made on another synth, I put it in here, I export it to my mod wave, and then before I do that, though, I create other versions of it on here because I learned recently there's a way to do granular with the global menu. Some really awesome tutorials involving changing the width and the unison voices. When I change the unison voices and then I map LFOs to that, it gets real crazy real fast. But here is a sound I made called I Like Trains. Let's move my phone a little closer so you can see it. I'm playing my Graphite 49 MIDI controller. You have to play it all the way on the bottom here, though. Sounds like a train going by. Let me just increase the master volume because I'm using the computer speakers here. I'm sure with reverb and such you can get an even cooler effect, but that's Oscillator A. Now, I did some things to it. Primarily the effects. So I had a compressor and a filter, a multi-brand compressor specifically, where I modulated that with a different saw waveforms at different synced amounts. Not that one. That I actually used for another one. Like 16, 1/16, 1/2, and 1/8, and a quarter, which you can't see now, but I mapped that to the different multibands, the thresholds, the ratios, then the filter and resonance of the MG low pass, 6-pole low pass, and to the mix, and I did a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to open Oscillator B now, and here you're going to hear what that sounds like. I believe that I also included the ring mod filter that Serum is really unique to having, and I really, really like using this thing. It is such a trip and a half to do that. And yeah, I got this wavetable. And I'm sure you could do this maybe on an MS-20, I don't know, but you definitely could on a PS-3300, and that's what I'm going to show in just a minute. First, I want to get to call that waveform up on here. Let's see where it is. Mystery Caverns 2. I'm gonna play it. Now I could easily slow this down. In fact, this maybe should be at 2 bar instead of bar. I mean, that is so close to what I had. I might want to try fading the edges though, because I hear a little popping. So I will fade the edges and see if that sounds better. Oh my god, that is so great. So I'm going to save that over again with that change. Yes. And now I'm going to go back to waveform 12 and go to the PS-3300. Now, there's factors in the sound I made here it is, that didn't translate at all to the PS-3300, but in its defense, I was able to get a lot of it. So here's what it really sounds like on here. It's the same note. So you hear more of that reverb tail trailing off. that in your mind as I go back. I'm going to switch back to Serum. That's pretty close. I mean, I couldn't be happier. So the way I did that, the way I imported that, first making sure that the X and Y were at 64 on the grid. Of course, while I'm recording this, it's not being cooperative, which is always the way. And you go to import, you go to fixed frame size. I'm not going to do it because I already have it in there. I'm going to go to my sound, Mystery Caverns 2, or Mystery Caves 2, Mystery Caves 2. And then when you open that, you'll say 2048 and hit OK. And that is how I did it. I tried 1024 and 512. I even tried 8192, thinking this is a 2.5 measure recording that I did, because it doesn't, the BPM of the 4 pulses that it didn't really go through. But when I let all of it go past 1 measure on the waveform 12 recording, I got this. I mean, that is just so good. I'm gonna go again once more back to the PS-3300 and play that. I mean, it sounds like ocean waves near a cave with birds flying by. So that is just so cool. And let's see what a low note sounds like. Let's go as low on the keyboard as I can go. Very weird. Let's go as high as I can go on the keyboard. Anyway, that's been the sound there, and there's many more of these. I'll probably be making a sound pack. Thanks for watching.